Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And yeah, we're gonna do more Lost Tales from Greece. I don't remember which one we're heading towards right now. It's actually been about an hour since I last recorded. Went out, I didn't go out, but I went and ate lunch and did other random things. But here we are. I'll probably record for another hour and a half or so. So I'll probably do probably like 2 more Lost Tales of Greece. Yeah, I don't... Oh, wait, we're doing Divine Intervention, isn't it? Which is, like, my least favorite one, from what I remember. There's a lot of, like, just random writing around in this one, if I remember right. But anyway, let's go. So yeah, it looks like on Big Brother, it looks like Cliff and Nicole flipped back, and now they're voting out Tommy because of a lie Mickey made. So that's something. I mean, a lot of people were really upset online, dude. Like, oh my god, Mickey cheated and stuff because like he was using like he was like claiming something about the DR and stuff. It's like I really don't care. Like, I mean, like, again, like, people keep on, like, preaching that, like, oh my god, this person cheated, when, like, it's stuff that they're against. But it's like, there's other times where it happens and people don't care nearly as much. But either way, like, I don't give a shit about, like, I think the rule about, you can't use the production as a strategy, I think that's dumb to begin with. Like, I understand why it's there in terms of twists, but I think just in general, it's dumb, though. Like, outside of, like, actually, but even then, even with twists, it's like I still don't even agree with that either. Because it's like, even then, like, if you can convince someone that you have a power that means you can't be evicted, and that person actually believes it, then, like, credit to the fucking person that made up that lie. This is something that I think Survivor has shown with, like, Tony, where he lies about his idol at the Final Four and says that it's still active when really it wasn't. And, like, we've seen Rob from Survivor South Africa pretend that he had this advantage that he didn't have, and that caused Mike to stop the blindside, like, stop trying to blindside him, which wouldn't have happened anyway, but made him stop even trying at the final 7. And it's like, in my opinion, it is credit to the player that is able to use production as a strategy. I think it's dumb that it's against the rules to begin with. And same thing with, like, the have-not stuff. People were upset with Mikey for the have-not stuff. It's like, I don't give a shit. Like, the have-not stuff is, like, literally the thing I care about the least in Big Brother. Okay, I hate this fucking mission. Let's do it. Yeah, if I remember right, it's a lot of, like, going to this place, investigating, come back. And it's like that, like, 3 or 4 times. If I remember right. Do I actually have the other mission there? Gonna be passing it. Yeah, this one's what, a brother's seduction or whatever it's called, right? By the way, we'll probably do that one after Divine Intervention then. Yeah, but we still have what, 9 more to go, or 8 more after this one, but obviously we're barely into this one yet. I think it's really after you play Odyssey again, how much you realize, like, how great of a game Origins is. You go from fucking Origins to this. Shit.
Here lies my father, a simple farmer. A lion tore him to pieces as he brought in his grain. May the gods grant him peace. A model ship as an offering to Poseidon. Clearly someone feared death in the sea. Here lies my brother, a brave man. He was chosen to confront the enemy threatening our village, but his ship sank and sharks feasted on his flesh. What little parts were found, I sealed in this tomb. Sharks are under the command of Poseidon, as are all creatures of the sea. Is he the more dangerous god?
Ah, fuck.
A golden plate marked with the sun. An offering dedicated to Apollo and his youthful strength. Lions are a golden beast with manes like the sun. Surely they are the favorite of Apollo. Does that make him the more dangerous god?
We already did this one, didn't we? Why isn't this... Okay.
Protect
Oh,
us
there.
from teeth
Okay.
that tear and beasts that bite. Sounds like a child's prayer.
You! I know who you are. Athena sent you to kill me.
Why would you think
I
that?
know
I
who
was to
you
be
are.
tried for murder,
I know what you've
But a
done.
great fire burned up the courts and all the records. I walked free. But lately I've heard Athena in my dreams saying I would meet justice. And here you are.
Yes, I am the emissary of the gods. Cause me trouble, and I'll end your miserable life.
I know what Athena told me. I'll face my death blade first. What the? You'll be No, no!
Is it worth fast traveling back? This is Megaris. I never did the viewpoint in Megaris. Why did I never do the viewpoint in Megaris?
All there is to see here.
Like, what the fuck was I doing there using this New Game Plus? Like, it's not even like this was a speed run or anything. Like, if it was a speed run, it makes sense. But even in the speed run, I believe you do the fucking viewpoint to Megaris. It's like, why didn't I do the viewpoint to Megaris? Yeah, even in this, I'm pretty sure in the speed run you still do the view, because like if you don't know, in AC or Odyssey, the speed run, it's like viewpoints are very important in that one, because there's a lot of fast traveling. And obviously the only way to fast travel in Odyssey is through viewpoints. It's not like Assassin's Creed Origins where once you reach an area you get an automatic viewpoint for like Memphis and Alexandria and Cyrene and all these places. Like here you actually have to do the viewpoints. It's like the viewpoints in Megadus is pretty important. Fuck. Oh, we never did Prince of Persia. I miss either. Ah, actually, yeah, that would be no point then, doing Prince of Persia.
Ah, Sisyphus. You should have left Thanatos to it.
I forgot about the Witcher TV series. I'll probably end up doing a review of that on my other channel when that eventually comes out. It looks like it's coming out December 17th, according to a Netflix tweet that was deleted. So that probably means I won't get around to doing a review of that until the very end of the year, if not maybe even January.
I thought carrying boats across land was a good idea.
Probably no one will watch it, but still. I don't know. Um.
You spent enough time in the graveyard. What did you find?
How did you know I actually went?
I have my ways.
Is there dirt on my sandals? A look in my eye? It seems to me you're good at figuring people out.
Perhaps. But I want to know which god you think is more dangerous, Poseidon or Apollo.
Why are you so interested in knowing?
Because I have two tasks that require the attention of Amistios. But I can trust the easier task to nearly anybody. I'm going to assign the more dangerous one to you, naturally.
There was a farmer attacked by a lion while he harvested his crops. An attack by a golden beast under the shining sun. Surely that is the work of Apollo, making him the more dangerous god.
Gold is a seductive danger in many ways. Yes, Apollo is a sensible choice.
I'm glad you agree.
You've wisely considered the subject. I approve. Take this. It's for your judgment.
You ask for my judgment, but you seem to be judging me.
Am I? Consider this. Lions don't usually eat farmers unprovoked.
So you think something is pushing the lions to behave strangely?
I'm sure you could find out what that is and help the locals with their lion problem. You'll find them in Argolis, east of the Hypermnestra camp.
I'll see what I can do.
Cool. Okay. Fuck. Test of faith. So somewhere in here. Right there. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Okay. I guess there's... Oh, I'm an idiot. It's right here. I guess they're still debating it on Big Brother. Who they're gonna take out. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty much deciding on keeping Holly. Which I personally do think it is the right move. Definitely for Cliff. For Nicole, I think it's a bit more up in the air. I think it's definitely... Yeah, it's definitely up in the air. And, the problem is that they've wavered so much, and they've wavered so much in front of Jackson and Holly now, that it kind of does ruin their relationship with them anyway. But then again, they're the final four anyway. There's no one else for them to work with. So it doesn't really matter that much.
What's your business with us?
I'm here to take care of your lion problem.
How do you know about the curse of beasts?
Like, it's not like we're at the final six or something, and Jackson and Holly can now turn against, and can go to Christine and Tommy. Like, now there's no one else for them to go to. It doesn't matter. Actually, I don't know why I had my door.
Tell me more about this curse.
It's horrible. Lions have been attacking our village, slaughtering livestock and ruining food stores. And then one of them killed my nephew. The lion ran away, a leg hanging from his jaw. It's nearly indescribable.
Strange that it didn't eat the man whole right there.
You have the cold reason of Athena to notice that. The lions are swimming all the way from Aegina Island to attack us. No one dares set out fishing nets anymore.
I'll track down these beasts for you.
Thank you. May the gods let you remove the curse on us.
Oh no, this is that island that, yeah, there's like nothing there, right? Yeah, this one's shit. Well, I guess we have to... Do we swim, or... Alright, there is a boat. I don't know if we'll stay afloat that long. I really want to rewatch Avengers Endgame. I still haven't done it yet. I really need to. I only watched it once in theater. Like, Infinity War I watched, like, what, twice in theaters, and then, I watched it, like, I think... Like, I mean, I've watched Infinity War, I think, 6 or 7 times now. Oh, wait, I just realized I'm picking my buttons and picking some emojis. Yeah, I still haven't really watched Endgame. I really want to. Yeah, I never did get around to making an MCU video, did I? Hey, I don't know when I'll even make it at this point. At this point, it's kind of like I might as well... Like, I haven't watched Far From Home yet, so... I might as well wait till I watch Far From Home. Because it's like, I might as well be... Like, there isn't another MCU film. I just realized the mic's not anywhere close to me. God damn it. I need to get used to this again. But, alright, yeah, there's not another MCU film coming out for another year. Or another, like, what, 8 months or so? So it's like, oh, fuck off. Cool. So, wait, what? Yeah, so, it's like I might as well, I should be using the other headphone. That's kind of why I'm fucking up here. Okay. Alright. But, yeah, I should, have a good amount of time to make that video anyway. To be honest, I might just wait until, like, before, like a month or so before, the next MCU film comes out. What is the next MCU film? I can't even think of what the fuck it is. Is it Black Widow? I don't remember anymore, actually. Fuck, what is the next MCU film? It's not Black Widow. Like, I know Eternals is the second one. What's the first one? I can't even think of it. Why can't I think of it? Like, I know Thor's the last one. Shang-Chi, I think, is, the third one. Oh yeah, that's something that... Yeah, I guess, I don't know who it was, but someone at Ubisoft said that now, that their goal of Assassin's Creed is that they want to make a Unity within an Odyssey. Like, that makes no fucking sense. It's like to have a game structured like Unity. Like, essentially what they want a game structured like Odyssey, but have the main story structured like Unity. But, like, that's directly opposing each other. Like, it makes no fucking sense to have that. But whatever. What is this? Oh, Socrates trial uploaded? I didn't even notice that until now.
Bloodstains from a recent kill.
Oh, she uploaded almost an hour ago.
Guys, POF here. Back.
Alright, what are we doing? Not what I meant to do.
A recent fire? But who was here to make this?
Yeah, so I mean, like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I've given up on Assassin's Creed. I really have. I mean, Assassin's Creed, like, everything I loved the series for is gone at this point. However, I'm still gonna continue playing the games. Like, I mean, I'm still really, like, because the thing is, like, what I loved Assassin's Creed for is gone for the most part. But there's still like little things I still like about the Assassin's Creed games, and that I would still like to play them for. I mean, like, just okay, but like, I mean, just the historical aspect of Assassin's Creed, like the settings and all that stuff. I still think it's like a series I would still want to play. It's just like the modern day, the overarching storyline, the character development, all that sort of stuff is kind of gone at this point. I mean, like, it can be done. Again, I think Origins did a character very well. Again, like, I don't feel like we got a fitting conclusion by a story, but we did get, like, part of that. Like, I don't know, it's weird because it's like, I feel like the overarching narrative of Bayek isn't finished, but there is a narrative within that is finished, and that is like his story with Kemu, and I feel like that is done really well within that game.
These lions aren't the monsters, it's you. And since those villagers can't wait for the gods to punish you, I will do so in their place.
I don't know why I did this. There's no reason to do this, but whatever. So we're going back to this, right? Okay. So I don't know why my pointer is so jittery. I think it's the game. I think it's something with the engine of like, or like something with Origins and Odyssey, because it's both these games that like the pointer is like really jittery at points, because it's like it doesn't do that of any other game. So I do think it's Origins and Odyssey that's just kind of fucked. I mean, if this actually goes through, where Cliff and Nicole do vote out Tommy, which I do, again, I think initially was the correct move to begin with, but obviously they lost the plot and whatever. I mean, like, to be fair, I mean, like, voting out Holly isn't the worst move in the world either. Like, it's not like it's like voting out Tommy is the best move in the world and voting out Holly's the worst move in the world. Like, it's like 60-40. Like, it's pretty close, but I would side with voting out Tommy. Because there's pros and cons to both. Like, massive pros and cons to both. However, at this point where they've already, like, again, where they've already... Wait, what was that? Oh, it's because it's New Game Plus. I forgot about that. Yeah, New Game Plus, you already have the... Like, they were fucking dumb and didn't bother to reset the Agnemata Oxtra stuff. I kind of forgot that there were this many cultists, by the way. It's like, what the fuck? Like, why is that guy still saying new? Oh fuck, there's our inventory. Yeah, I was thinking of Origins. Actually, no, not inventory. What do we need to... Oh yeah, it is inventory. It's just the bag. Yeah, Agama and Oxtra, for some reason, they didn't reset. Like, it's like, again, I think that just shows you what kind of team Quebec is. But, yeah, I am excited for the next game. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to be excited by a game developed by Ashraf's team. And Vikings is even better. Like, I am excited for the next Assassin's Creed game. Like, I'm actually really excited for it. I just don't think it's going to be what I want out of Assassin's Creed, but I do think it'll be a solid game on its own right.
Time to return to that strange woman and tell her what happened here.
This is a long one, isn't it? If I remember right, I think this took me like over an hour last time. Because most of these Lost Tales from Greece can be finished within, oh fuck. Do you not have a... Ugh, let's just ride there. I don't fucking care enough. Yeah, most of these Lost Tales of Greece can be finished within like 40 to 50 minutes. I believe this one was like almost an hour and a half. Yeah, it looks like people are upset on Twitter about this. Okay, where are we going? Are we heading the right way still? Yes, we are. Alright, and people are idiots too. Like, I'm reading comments, like, does Mickey not realize that Holly in the jury house is more valuable to him than Holly in the house? It's like, in what world? Like, Holly takes him to the end. Like, what are you talking about? And he beats Holly. It's like, in what world is it better to have her in the jury right now? And even if she is in the jury, then yeah, like, vote her out at 3 or something, not at 5. Like, it makes no fucking sense to get rid of her this early for Mickey.
Lions won't trouble that village.
The thing is, I think at this point, I think it's pretty clear that Jackson is the strongest winner.
I killed the man the lions were hunting for.
It's tough. It's tough with Big Brother, especially this season where everyone has such a massively flawed game. Again, Cliff has been voted out, so there's that. Holly was in a good position for a good chunk of the game, but then like kind of let go of the steering wheel towards the end, and even then it's like she was never like controlling things. She was merely just in a strong position. Kind of similarly with Tommy, I do think Tommy did a better job. I think Tommy had more connections. The problem is that he voted out those connections. Like literally, like since the merge on, like like Jack is gone, Sis is gone, Christy is gone. Even someone like a Jessica who wasn't necessarily super close to him, but was close to Christy, who was obviously super close to him. Like all of his potential allies are gone, and again, he played a very strong game for a while, position-wise, but he needed to like he needed to like turn it up at a point, and he never did, and that's the problem with that.
But an associate of mine still has my key to the vault within. Without it,
Yeah, this mission's still boring.
That's nearly
Again, like
amusing.
Nicole, I think Nicole's played a very passive game up until like the last couple rounds, and even then, now with her, I think if she did make the Holly move, I do think that's at least something for her resume, but now she's not even making that. And like her winning competitions, like the competitions that she's won, were to, okay, there we go. Where's this? Okay, it's not too far away. Oh my god, I keep on forgetting that the thing takes forever to load. Where are we heading? Because I legitimately don't know. It's somewhere... Oh, it's in Megadus. Okay, we'll just fetch all the Megadus then. Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's always fucks up when you're on the like the far view, like the like furthest behind sort of view, and it does the same thing in Origins. Like I don't know why that is. I think that's the frustrating thing about Big Brother, more so than even Survivors. I feel like so many Big Brother fans don't understand the game, and I feel like with Survivor, I think that's definitely less the case. Like I feel like with Survivor, most people get most of the game at this point. At least most of the people that are online talking about it, like understand like what's a good move, what's a bad move, what's good jury management, what's poor jury management, that sort of thing. I feel like with Big Brother, people truly do, like a lot of, especially the newer fans. I think a lot of the especially Twitter, I should say. I think just simply don't understand the game and don't understand probability. Don't understand. Okay, I forgot. There's no fucking fall damage in this game. I simply I don't think they understand the game. And I think a lot of Big Brother fans react more emotionally to things. Where they're loving everything Nicole is doing because it's Nicole, and it's they love and they hate everything Jackson's doing and call it cheating and all that stuff because it's Jackson. Alright.
I knew you'd be back. The owl knows. She's Athena's favorite bird, you know.
I'm here for the key to the vault.
What are you doing here? That's nearly ridiculous.
So, you're telling me it's not here?
I hid it somewhere safe. It's underwater in the Ariavigny shipwreck.
That doesn't sound very safe.
How could it not be safe, surrounded by so many defenders?
Why do I never get the easy jobs?
Who knows?
Okay, where's that? Fuck off. Again, that's why I hate this mission. It's like everything's so fucking far away. And it's in the middle of fucking nowhere! Ugh. Okay.
Come on.
But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like so many Big Brother fans react so emotionally to things. It's like very hard to actually analyze. Oh fuck off! I thought that was
They
a
won't ask any
boat.
questions.
It's that one.
Let's keep out of sight.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think in terms of power rankings of who I would vote for if this person got to the final two, I think for me at this point, I think number one's Tommy, but then it looks like he's probably going now. I think number one's Tommy, 2, Jackson. I think 3 would be Holly, 4 Nicole, 5 Cliff. And I love Cliff. I mean, Cliff is, I would say Cliff is probably my favorite person left in the game. In the sense that he is a super fan. I mean, he is a RJP listener. He is, like he was I think he's a very shrewd player. I think he's a very strong player. The problem is that he was voted out. And I think at that point, oh, okay, I keep on forgetting that the fucking X is accelerate in this game. I think at that point it kind of nullifies almost everything else in his game because it's like he would have not been there. Like again, it's like it's he literally lost the game, but. Okay. And mind you, I do think there's an argument though, because it's like Cliff, a lot of the reason why he was voted out to begin with had to do with Camp Comeback anyway, because it's like the reason why he was even on the block to begin with was because Camp Comeback was in play. Because if that wasn't the case, Nick would have actually targeted fuck, what am I looking for? But Nick would have targeted Jack. Alright, that must be it. No? There we go. Where's the mysterious woman? Oh, it's this one again? Well, let's go to Corinthia then. Yeah, I mean, like, Nick's target coming into a Camp Comeback didn't exist was to target Jack. So it's like Cliff and Nicole wouldn't have even been the targets that week if it wasn't for the fact that Camp Comeback wasn't already a thing. But again, he still did get voted out, and that is something I would mark against him. But either way, yeah, it's funny though that Cliff and Nicole were on the block week 3, and both of them thought they were going home that week. Yet now here they are at the final 5, well, final 4, and very likely final 3. And possibly final 2. Yeah, I do think at this point Jackson is probably the biggest jury threat, right? Because I mean, if Nicole doesn't execute this move, I think she's definitely not gonna gain the amount of respect that she could have by obviously executing the move. Which I think at that point it does become. Because I think if she executed this move and she also is the one to take Cliff to the end by winning final HOH, which is the more likely outcome if they do end up being the final 2, I do think Nicole probably ends up squeaking out the win there. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, let's look at the votes. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. So it's like, I haven't thought this through. So let's do Cliff and Nicole just now. Let's just talk about it now, like if it was to happen right now. So first, Jack. I think Jack votes for Cliff. I think that's a pretty clear vote. I think Kat votes for Cliff. I think that's pretty clear. I think Sis. That one can go either way. I mean, considering she is close to Jack, I could see that going to Cliff. But she is also close to Christy, who I could see leaning towards Nicole. So I think that one's really up in the air. Nick. I think Nick is a clear Nicole vote. So that's 2, 1, then like 1 unsure. Jessica, I think, is a clear Cliff vote. So I think that's 3-1 unsure. Well, 3-1-1, whatever. Who's after that? It's Christy. Christy, I think, votes for Nicole. Actually, I don't know. I think... Well, I think Tommy votes for Nicole. But actually, I don't know. If she doesn't make the move, does Tommy vote for Nicole? I think he said it. But let's just go into the assumption that he does. Let's just go into this assumption. But then again, even then, like, I feel like, actually, now I think about it, Cliff right now. So it's like, I do think Cliff wins this, actually, pretty handily, based on how the jury would perceive them right now. Because then I think Holly also votes for Cliff. And I think Jackson and Holly both vote for Cliff over Nicole. So I think Cliff wins pretty I think Nicole only gets Nick.
I paid him well enough to do so.
And then possibly Tommy. But then again, Tommy could convince people, but who knows?
And spend only on what I find important.
I mean, Tommy has, like, if Tommy can convince his people, like, that's enough. Like, I mean, Tommy has, it's Tommy, Chrissy, Sis, Jack. Like, that's 4 votes there. That are, and then, wait, Tommy, Chrissy, Sis, Jack. That was right? And then even Jessica could be added on to that as well. So it's like, really, Tommy could decide the winner here if... in a certain situation. Again, I'm not sure if that will happen, but
swathed with clouds of smoke, where the earth blazes with fire. It's called the Foundry of Hephaestus. A legendary helmet is kept there. Bring it here so I might study it.
Seems like a dangerous journey for just a helmet.
It's not nearly the only treasure there. You can keep anything else you find.
All right, I'll go to the island and find the helmet.
where's this? I think we should have a fast travel point that's somewhat close to it because it's here. So yeah, we have this. Oh wait, I already have it. There, don't I? Shit. Oh, fuck off. We might as well do the viewpoint. I really wish this wasn't an Assassin's Creed game. Like, my opinion of it would be somewhat higher if it wasn't Assassin's Creed. To me, it's still not good. I mean, it's still a very, like it's such a half-assed game. It really feels like, it's like it just feels like so soulless.
Wild gods, it's hot in here.
Oh, fuck off. Cool.
Hephaestus sure seems angry. I wonder if it's because of the war.
How is he not dead?
Someone help me!
What? Oh, I forgot this isn't a light bow. Oh no. Or there's somebody. Oh wow, we actually found it. Why is it first? Okay, I was gonna say. I hate tombs in this game. Actually, has there ever been a point where like the super fans of Assassin's Creed have said, you know what, we want this back, and then Ubisoft actually brings it back correctly? It's actually like it's like people wanted like Tombs back, and then they brought back this shit. No, drop. Okay. Oh fuck. I'm gonna pull it back more. Fuck.
Louis' first husband was Perieres, king of Messini and Sparta. Their sons grew up to be bold princes and kings of Sparta themselves.
I feel like I'm lost. We're definitely fast traveling out. Wait, did I just go around in a circle? No, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Oh, is it here? No? Fuck, this really looked like it would be it. Yeah, I'm very much lost at this point. Is it up here? Okay. That took forever to find.
His helmet seems calm.
We should be towards the end of the mission, though. Oh, fuck. I don't remember if this is the end or if there's one more. I think there's one more, but we'll still return this to the woman and then we'll end.
Alright, guys, dealing.
See that for me. Oh no. I really hate the camera that's in this game too. I hate that it's so far back. It makes the game look so weird. Okay.
That burning island and trapped tomb? could say they were nearly a challenge.
Even for you. You exaggerate, Eagle Bearer. But did you find the helmet?
Yeah, I guess GameStop's
course I
closing a whole
did.
bunch of
But
stores,
how could
which is
you
a
have
shame.
known
I mean,
about
I
such
like
a
as much as
place?
people bash on
And who
GameStop, it's
are
like
you to
yeah,
send me there?
GameStop.
Who do you think I am,
It's still
Some say I show great wisdom. Others say
obviously
I
the
am
biggest
wisdom
like
herself.
game
Tell
store
me,
out
Who
there.
do you think I am?
You sent me to a graveyard
To
where I
see
met a
like physical
desperate
game
man who
stores
said
go away
Athena
is still a
herself had
shame.
sent me to kill him. But I suppose that could mean he only thought you were Athena.
It's unwise to give too much credit to the rantings of a madman.
Then you sent me to a village threatened by lions with a strange wild man at the center of it all. Was that a divine test of wisdom or just a coincidence?
Oh
You
shit, we're
sent
very
yourself
close to
the village. I only provided the
To an hour.
opportunity.
Finally, that strange hermit with the key. He was even under a statue of Athena's icon, the owl. Did you set that all up as a joke, or is there truth in his beliefs?
So many thoughts in that head of yours. It's nearly too much to contemplate. Make your decision, Cassandra.
As the granddaughter of Leonidas, bearer of the bloodline, I must recognize you as Athena. This helmet you have asked me to return bears your own blessing.
If this is true, I should accept your recognizance. But for now, let me see that helmet.
I hope this was worth it.
You have great faith in humanity. I hope you see it for both its potential and its failings. I'll make an adjustment and... Yes, I think this will be best suited for you.
Thank you.
I hope you've gained some wisdom from this journey.
Yes, I've learned that profit can come from the strangest sources.
Oh, so we actually finished this in one episode? That's not bad. Yeah, that was shit. But we'll end here. Next episode, we'll go ahead and do one more Lost Tale of Greece. We'll see which one it is, but for now, thank you for watching.